You're welcome.
Now here's Robert, and the injury to Tyler Gronke not as serious as believed at first.
Yeah, Warriors quarterback hurt his right wrist and thumb in Hawaii's 45-7 road loss to Oregon State Saturday. X-rays, though, showed no fracture, so Gronke joined the guys at practice this morning.
It's great news. Tyler's going to be able to play, and he doesn't have a broken hand, and that's good news.
Coach Mack says Tyler's his guy at quarterback as long as he's healthy enough to play. I hope you're all having a pleasant evening. News is not good for UH offensive lineman Keith Ausune. MRI results show the torn ligaments in his left knee caused early versus the Beavers. He could miss about 6 weeks. Spirited practice this morning. Offense versus defense in third down situations. Losers had to run afterwards.
When somebody does something good, let them know about it. And the thing is, if somebody does something bad, believe me, everybody knows about it and everybody will tell them about it.
No one wanted to run, so basically, you know, we just all pumped each other up, and, you know, whoever loses has to run.
A spirited practice like that's got to get everybody jacked up.
Yeah, it's fun, you know. Plus, you know, you don't have a game coming in the week, so, you know, it's a bye week, so we can just have fun this week and stuff like that.
After 3 games, here's the Warriors story on third down. 5 for 33, 15% on offense, 17 of 42 on defense, allowing a first down 40% of the time.
We have to win third downs. That's something that's important. It's important for the offense to keep themselves on the field, and it's important for the defense to get off the field and also get the offense on the football field. So that's a very crucial statistic. We spent an hour at it today.
Warriors also worked an hour on special teams, making personnel changes. Remember, this is a bye week. WAC opener versus San Jose State is next.
You know, if something bad happens, we can pout about it or whatever, feel bad about it for 48 hours, then it's time to move on. So we've moved on.
There's a change in Manoa. You can hear it, you can see it, and the Warriors can certainly feel it. The UH football team is using this bye week to get better, and it all starts with playing with emotion.
Defense! Defense! Defense!
Practice this morning was loud and spirited as UH went through 60 plays of third down conversions. It's a drill the defense led with half a dozen picks. The offense also broke through with Inoke Funaki as the first team QB. Coach Mack says the intensity and camaraderie is just what he wants on game day.
This last game in the second half, we didn't play with any emotion, and that really surprised me because we have guys, as you can see, we have we have guys when they were competing that are very emotional, and we talked about that. And when somebody does something good, let them know about it.
Also on the agenda for the Warriors, some special teams coverage, about an hour's worth at full speed. There were also some changes made in personnel. Senior Dan Kelly footed the kickoffs, but he was not alone. Freshman Brett Simmons' kicking game also got a look.
Started off practice well. We went in live reps today. We had people that are starters on other special teams that actually went on our scout team today to give us the best look. So we heard some pass hitting and people trying to win some jobs. And you could see everybody was feeding off one another. You know, as the defense won, the sideline started cheering. You know, like almost when small-time baseball league, little league, when they're cheering in the dugout.
Quarterback Tyler Gronke will likely play for UH's next game with San Jose State, but he did sit out today's practice.
Told us to rest him. He has a bad sprain, so to rest him this week, and they're going to look at him Friday and then go from there.
Gronke had his throwing hand in a brace, but was actively talking with other players about plays, receivers, and running backs included. News not as good for offensive lineman Keith Ausune. Turns out he has a sprained knee and could miss at least 4 weeks. Ausune was hurt at Oregon State and left the game in the first quarter.
They waited for it, and the news is negative, which in this case is a good thing. X-rays on Warrior quarterback Tyler Gronke's right throwing hand came back negative, showing no fracture. Gronke didn't participate in practice today, and head coach Greg McMackin will hold him out the rest of the week. Doctors say Gronke's thumb is badly sprained, and they will reevaluate the injury on Friday. Gronke hopes to return to practice by Monday, and lineman Keith Ausune reportedly has a third-degree sprain on his MCL. He'll be out at least 6 weeks. weeks. Well, today's practice session in Manoa had a different feel to it. Players were enthusiastic and vocal in their support for each other. It's something head coach Greg McMackin is emphasizing after their most recent loss, and so far the players have taken his message to heart. The coach said it.
On defense, we're going to do the same thing we've been doing, except we're going to do it with more enthusiasm.
And they responded. At Warrior practice Tuesday morning, the defense and the offense shows new life after listening to their coach.
Everything Coach Mack tells us is true. You know, we got to play emotion. You know, we got to support one another, and we got to come tight as a team.
Coach McMackin says coming together as a team is part of a winning program, and he wants his guys to support each other all the way.
If somebody does something bad, believe me, everybody knows about it, and everybody will tell them about it. But when somebody does something good, let them know about it, and that's what they were doing today.
From the players on the field to the ones on the sidelines, spirits are up, and coaches are happy to see the enthusiasm back in their players.
We need the emotion. That's something that Hawaii brings, just the players as well as the fans. You know, everything is all based on emotion, because we play, most of you guys play with heart. And that's the biggest thing that makes our team go.
Now the Warriors just need to carry that emotion into the conference opener against San Jose State on September the 27th.
This game, you know, has the ability to, you know, turn our whole season around, and that's something that we're looking forward to. And coaches will have us ready against San Jose.
The Warriors will also hold their annual Scout Bowl this Thursday. The team will practice for an hour, and then during the second hour, they will let the redshirt and scout team players scrimmage together. Hawaii Representative Mazie Hirono visited former Warrior quarterback and current Redskins rookie Colt Brennan before Sunday's game at FedEx Field in D.C. The Congresswoman sent us this See It, Snap It, Send It photo of their pre-game talk. And here's another shot of the lawmaker and the gunslinger. Hirono says she told Brennan the entire state of Hawaii is behind him. Colt says it was an honor to meet the Congresswoman, and he misses the island.
Everybody, let's talk sports. UH head football coach Greg McMackin calls it the 48-hour rule. Win or lose, the Warriors have 2 days to shed the emotion of their last game, with well over 48 hours having passed since UH's 45-7 loss to Oregon State Saturday. Defending WAC champion Hawaii took to the practice field this morning, where an increased sense of urgency was expected of them.
Coach Mack created the atmosphere, you know, for a more intense and more competitive practice. There's a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of emotion.
This last game in the second half, we didn't play with any emotion. And that really surprised me because we have guys, as you can see, when they were competing, that are very emotional.
We've been 1-2 before, and WAC play is coming up, and we just got to win those WAC games. It's like a, you know, it's like a title fight. It's like a, you know, a little tournament. And who wants to get that belt? We have the belt around our waist right now, and, you know, who's going to come and take it from us? We don't know. We got to defend that.
Hawaii has been 1-2 before. In fact, 5 times in the last 7 seasons they've started 1-2, winding up in a bowl game in 3 of those 5 years. Hawaii will next host WAC foe San Jose State September 27th. Of course, Warriors practicing without Tyler Gronke, who injured his hand against the Beavers. X-rays yesterday showed no fracture, but Coach Mack said he'll hold the QB out at least another week. Gronke will get reassessed by the medical staff on Friday. Also, senior offensive lineman Keith Asun has been diagnosed with a sprained knee, also suffered versus Oregon State. He's not lost for the season, thankfully, but likely he'll be out several weeks.